After seeing thousands of drivers for their DOT physicals, I have gathered the best health tips based on the common health conditions that I see with these drivers. And make sure you stick around to the end because the last tip may be the most important. So common issues that drivers are going to face are blood pressure issues, issues with blood sugar control, sleep apnea, orthopedic issues, especially back issues, and obesity. All right, so here is my list of 5 things that you can do to keep yourself healthy if you are a commercial driver. And number 1 on that list is to try to control your diet, to try to eat a little healthier. Now, I understand there are many different ways, many different methods to do this. I will leave a link to our program that is specifically built for busy individuals in the description of this video, but outside of an organized program, certainly you can find healthier options, healthier choices at even gas stations and even fast food restaurants. If you want to take it a step further, you could just pack your food. You could just prepare your food, put a little cooler inside of your truck and eat the food that you are prepared. You know exactly what you're getting then. Now, I understand that sometimes you're in a rush and you just need to grab something and go. You need something as quick as possible. You just need some energy. But doing that consistently eating poorly, high calorie, no nutrition type of foods will lead to long-term health conditions. Second on this list is movement. So take breaks to walk. Now, what I'm not saying that you need to do is if you've got a long drive, you don't need to pull over to the side of the road and then take a walk. I get that that's probably impractical. It's going to waste time, and time is money when you are driving. What I'm saying is when you do pull over, when you have to pull over for a roadside check, to unload or to load, or at the gas station, try to just get as many steps as possible. You can also try to hit certain walking goals on your days off, or do things that are very simple, like trying to get more activity by taking the stairs instead of the elevator. When you move, your joints naturally nourish and lubricate themselves, so it keeps your joints healthy. So especially things like your back and your hips, when you move them, they naturally hydrate so that they don't deteriorate over time. We don't want people having chronic lower back issues. That can be a nightmare if you are trying to drive. Number 3 is pretty simple and straightforward, and it is just to stay current with your yearly physicals and then follow the treatment that your doctor has you on. So if you're on a medication, please take that medication consistently. Again, I know that drivers have busy lives. They're all over the place. Sometimes they forget their medications. And this is an issue that I see at least weekly, sometimes daily in my office with drivers trying to perform the DOT physical. Number 4 on the list is to rest, to sleep, and to recover. Now, again, I understand that it's sometimes difficult for drivers when they're away from their home, when they've got schedules to keep, and again, time is money, to get the rest that they need. But sleeping is when you recover, so prioritizing sleep is very, very important. Now, if you feel like you are just having a difficult time getting a restful night's sleep and it's outside of your schedule, like you just can't sleep soundly, you wake up and you're still tired, see a sleep specialist. There are a variety of ways to treat insomnia. And as an aside to that, if you are prescribed a CPAP machine for sleep apnea, please use that machine consistently. This is especially true if you need to get the DOT physical performed. If you're prescribed a CPAP machine, the FMCSA requires that the medical examiner confirm that you're actually using that CPAP machine as instructed. And number 5 should be very simple and straightforward. It's easy and it's cheap to do, and that is to monitor your own health. And there are a lot of gadgets that can do that for you in today's modern society. And the easiest thing to do is get a cheap $20 blood pressure cuff and monitor your blood pressure on your own. And if your blood pressure is consistently high, you go in and you get that checked professionally. Blood pressure is the silent killer. So The way that you typically find out that you've got high blood pressure if you don't actually take it yourself or have it taken by a doctor is you have a stroke. That is the first sign that you have blood pressure. So monitoring your blood pressure in advance of any event like that is extraordinarily important for your health. If you're prescribed medications, again, take those medications, and there are other natural supplements that can help with blood pressure. I've done full videos on things like beetroot powder and beetroot juice. Outside of a blood pressure monitor, smartwatches nowadays can monitor things like, again, steps, if you're trying to hit a step count, your heart rate, and your blood oxygen levels. All right, that's my list. I hope it helped. If it did, share this with another driver. And remember, this is general advice. Particular health situations need to be addressed by a doctor on an individual basis. Until next time, everybody, stay safe.